My name is Stephan, and I have trouble whenever I try to tell people what I do, because what I do doesn't sound like an actual job. See, I research whether companies actually believe what they claim to believe. And when I'm talking about what companies believe, I'm talking about the values for which they stand. And almost every company has defined this. Whether they call it their core values, or their purpose, or their mission statement, it's all about what those companies find important. Values are great for attracting people because people tend to form relationships with other people that believe what they believe. And when you think about it, it's a great strategy for survival because if you share values, you can trust each other to act according to what you find important. Values work so well at attracting people. They work great for attracting customers as well, and companies know this. It's why companies don't sell you sugary water, but happiness. While other companies don't sell you sport shoes, but the ability to become a better person through sports. Sounds good, right? In fact, values work so well that sometimes people will fake having values. They'll tell you they care about stuff that they actually don't care about. And it's in order to sell you more things or get more votes. But when these people get caught, or when values are conflicting, people tend to get very upset. Faking values is something that goes on all the time in companies. It's the healthy lifestyle companies selling you bottled water claiming it's from fresh mountain springs, while it's actually just bottled tap water. True story, by the way. And that this goes on, you can take from me, because I used to be one of the bad guys. I used to be a director of an advertising agency. Let me give you another example. This is the core value of a company that we all know, a company that sells cars. Sustainability underlies everything we do. That sounds pretty good, right? It's the same car company that was caught tampering with their CO2 measuring software, leading to one of the biggest scandals of our time. And not only did it cost this company billions of dollars in fines and stock devaluation, but they're looking at endless lawsuits as well. So, this is the question that led me to sell my advertising agency and start a research company. How do you know whether the values of a company are real when that company exists of hundreds or thousands of employees? So I teamed up with a mathematician and a professor of social sciences. And we came up with a method to not just ask the CEO or the marketing executive, but everyone within the company. And this is what we say believability is. We ask 3 questions. What do we stand for? What would we like to stand for? And what do we say we stand for? Now, if there's any big discrepancies between these 3, then the company is usually in some kind of trouble. So just for an example, let's take a look again at Dieselgate. And what they stand for, sustainability, their core value is pretty clear. How sustainable they say they are is also pretty clear. Sustainability underlies everything we do. How sustainable should we be? It's pretty clear as well, because other people care about a greener earth, so this will help them sell more cars. But then when you say, how sustainable are we? It's Dieselgate. So, not only are we able to statistically locate these gaps within companies, but we're also able to locate them within organizations. So in this case, I'd expect to find something weird going on in maybe, I don't know, the engineering department. So we've been doing this research for a while now. And there's a question that we've been asking ourselves. What's keeping these companies from living by their values? We've come up with 2 main problems that we see in our research all the time. One's called the marketing problem. The other one's called the organizational problem. Let's start with the marketing problem. It's easy to understand because it's when values become a means to an end, and the end is selling you more things or getting you more votes. And we did research at this company that was 600 people large, and this is what we asked. So these 3 silly little questions again. How customer-focused are we? How customer-focused should we be? And how customer-focused do we say we are? This is a company whose core value was, we are customer-focused. Everything we do is centered around the customer. So if you zoom in on this, you see the marketing problem. This is how customer-focused we say we are. This is how customer-focused we believe we are. So on average, these 600 employees think they're less than half as customer-focused as they promise to their customers. And that's a marketing problem. At least it's something that we call overpromise, underdeliver. Goes on all the time. Now, there's another problem, and it's called the organizational problem. To illustrate the organizational problem, I'm going to pass the microphone to Stephan Ummelen, the CEO of the company we all work for. Thank you so much for being here today. You know, I'm very proud of our company. We did pretty well in the first quarter. But if we want to do really well in the second quarter, we need to embrace our core values. Now, me and my management team have been working very hard about who you are, what you stand for. We have 3 core values that we'd like you to embrace from now on. The first one's called passion. I'm very passionate about this company, and so should you be. The second one is sustainability, because our customers care about a greener earth. That means we care about a greener earth. The third one is called professionalism, because above all, we're professionals in what we do, right? So with everything you do from now on, I want you to ask yourself, is it PSP proof? The communication team has come up with a nifty t-shirt that we invite you to wear outside of the office. You can also wear it inside of the office on a casual Friday. We've been kind enough to put up these mandatory posters in your office to remind you each and every day why you get out of bed in the morning. Now, just to get a show of hands, who actually feels more PSP proof after this speech? You're all fired. And that's the organizational problem. It's when management decides what's important for the rest. And this is what it looks like in our research. Now, because management was part of the decision-making process, their opinions are clustered around each other. And if you take a look at a sample size of the rest of the company, this is what the rest of that company thinks. So it's all over the place. So we've been doing this research for a while now. We've researched everything from companies, market leaders in the UK with more than 30,000 employees, until companies that after a merger spent tens of thousands of euros on cultural programs. You know what kind of company tested the best in our research? It's a pop venue just like this called Doornroosje in Nijmegen. They have about 250 people, and everything they do is about the music. It's for music lovers, by music lovers. And if you check out your coat, or you're being shown the door, it's all about having you enjoy the best night of music possible. And it's no surprise that this company has won awards left and right. In fact, the year we did this research was 2015, and they won the best prize for a pop venue in Holland. And that's what we find each and every time we do this research. Companies that are aligned with their core values outperform their competitors. So this is my idea we're spreading. Values are great for attracting relationships. But if you want those relationships to continue, those values need to be real. We need to understand that believability is not just about good ethics, but it's about good business as well. If we want to evolve from a world that gave us Dieselgate, we need to find the time to discover what's really important for us and act accordingly. So in closing, if you believe what I believe, that companies are all about relationships, those are based on values. If you believe what I believe, we need to move away from make-believe marketing and start marketing what we actually believe. If you believe what I believe, then companies that want to do better need to keep it real. Thank you very much.